Backstreet Bullies were up. It's 1340 Wood Elves versus 1500 Dark Elves. Who have we spun into?
Hold on, where's my game?
What do you mean, where's your game? You're not playing, are you?
Everyone. What?
Were you playing?
No. You're on a roll, aren't you? You're in the zone at the moment.
A little bit of zone, yeah.
Are you in the zone?
Yeah, pretty.
Is it the danger zone?
No, it's the ozone. Didn't like that one, did you?
Well, it's more like no parking zone, I think.
Oh.
Taylor Bear says he resubbed a few days ago. Good work, thank you. When the stream was off.
Oh.
Well, it should never be off.
Should never be off, no.
Because that's when Twitch Prime was up. Does it show if I sub when the stream is off?
No. No, it doesn't.
Can we pretend it did? And I go, Taylor Bear, thank you ever so much for resubbing. Insert X numbers here on the bench.
Hang on a sec.
2 months in a row.
Right, hang on a sec. We'll do this.
Taylor Bear's been following.
There you go. Did you hear that?
What? This is a test.
Did you hear that? This is a test. So there we go. There's the noise. Dum da da dum dum dum. Taylor Bear, thank you so much for the resub. You didn't hear it? Oh. Yeah, well I can't see it. It's as good as I can do. I can't summon up a sub. I can't say Zunk resub
quite well until you went and trampled all over it and bodged it there. I think I had a moderately elegant solution.
Okay.
Comrade Ginkgo heard it. Hello, Comrade Ginkgo. That's a very unusual and yet appealing name. Have we spoken before? If not, how are you doing?
And if we have, hello. Nice to have you with us. But if you haven't, we have got a small questionnaire that if you could just fill that in, that'd be lovely.
Blackburn says he mentioned your secret yacht. I don't have a yacht anymore. The family had one, but I don't have a yacht. Oh, goodness me, no. Goodness me, no. And look, just to be clear, we're not talking like Monaco and cocktails. It was, Hartlepool Yacht Club here. It wasn't, quite as
fun.
No, it was a lot of fun, but it wasn't ponsing about posing. It was like sort of being in oilskins and trying to stop your hat blowing off.
Oh, okay. Hey, look, I'm sure it was fun. It sounds fun.
Ginkgo hasn't filled out his questionnaire yet. Where are you from, Ginkgo? What do you like?
I thought I wasn't allowed to ask these questions.
Yes, but I'm doing it in a conversational fashion rather than interrogative. Interrogative.
I was like, interrogative? I've not heard that word before. Shit.
I'm not sort of like, tell us the answers to the question. See the difference?
It sounds a bit different, I'll give you that.
There's no kind of, bend the fingers back or anything unpleasant involving fingernails or car batteries or anything. It's a chat. It's just a chat, right? It's just a chat. Ginkgo's from Imoa. Imoa? No, where's Imoa?
It's where you get the emojis from.
Marsam says, Hartlepool, did you ever hang a monkey, lol? If it pleases you to think so, Marsam. Oh, yes. Imoa. Apparently, Imoa's near Seattle. Seattle, that's a very erudite part of the United States, isn't it? That's it's not near Scaramucci, but it's like Scaramucci and his sort of surrounding. When you think of Frazier, it's that kind of, erudite.
Yeah, it's that sort of area.
Sophisticated. Yeah. Evan Rall says he's not sure if we or chat may know who's going to pick up Legendary Edition PC, but he's not sure if it comes with all the content. It looks like it was missing some teams as it was sort of unclear on Steam. Was he just blind? Yeah, Chugman's right. Legendary should be the whole shebang. Did you know I discovered that I'm missing 3 or 4 teams the other day just because I kind of got it piecemeal? Eben Rook, good evening. I was about to say your goblin's still alive, but I've suddenly had doubt. Let me check. I definitely remember thinking, there's Eben Rook as we played and won our first games yesterday. Eben Rook Gobbo is alive. Eben Rook is absolutely tippity top. He's in fine fettle. Yeah, so won 2 games yesterday with the Underworlds. Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
So now we're 2-0-5, romping up the table.
It's impressive.
Yeah, but more importantly than that, we've now got a Block Guard Mighty Blow Troll. A Block Claw Mighty Blow Troll.
Yeah.
A Block Mighty Blow Claw Blitzer. A Block Mighty Blow Blitzer. Thrower with block and a 2-edged gobbo. So we've actually got some, we've got some skills.
Oh, okay.
What's the other? Big audience. What's happened?
Found them. They were all hanging around outside.
Did Canoe come along and give you them? Or did you
No.
just round them up as you went along?
I just rounded them up.
Have you all independently tuned in of your own free will? Thanks, folks. That's a jolly healthy audience indeed. Well done.
Thanks. Yeah, it took me a long time, but we got them all.
Blackburn says he died. You did, and he was gutted because you were promising Blackburn. You were the chosen one, or amongst the chosen few. Let's go with. Though we're playing Underworld, what can we expect? We need to manage our expectations, don't we? Corn Knight says Rick stopped streaming a few minutes ago. How do you know, Corn Knight? Surely you've been glued to us the whole time, right? No, don't begrudge Rick. Well, Rick doubtless hosted us up, didn't he?
No.
What? No. Bastard. We hope. Why? I tell you what, when we see him, I'll have words.
I actually do see him as well.
We'll have words.
Hey Rick, how you doing? Nice to have you with us.
How many F's in host? He hosted K-Fogue. Oh, fair play. No, fair play. K-Fogue. A worthy cause.
Yeah. Food's really nice.
Yeah, fair play. Fair play. Don't worry, Blackburn. We'll have another try. It'll all be fine.
How's he getting on in his playoff?
Let's have a look.
Yeah.
Oh, see you, Mark. Cheers. Fucking hell. Honestly.
Oh well.
Oh, hang on.
I'm really hungry. I'm really fucking hungry.
From my mum. Yeah, she's watching K-Fogue as well.
Oh no. Do you know what? I'll be right back.
Should we just go and watch K-Fogue?
Sure, we could stream K-Fogue streaming. We could do that, couldn't we? We could just be basically what the fuck.
Oh dear.
Marnus.
Moving. He's not moving.
Oh, he's going to be a bit slower.
He's not moving. Eben Rook asks a question about something rugby.
Ever?
Can you go and watch K-Fogue, Ever, and keep us
Could
up
you
to
watch
date with what's
K-Fogue for a
going
bit,
on?
please?
Right, back in a bit. We're talking about rubbity-dubbity. Used to have to play rubbity-dubbity at school, and to be honest, it kind of spoilt it for me. Do we have the technology for picture-in-picture? I bet we could. Yeah, you'd have it on a different screen and then set it as
What are we doing?
an article or something. Can we do picture-in-picture of K-Fogue stream?
I probably could.
He's kidding.
Could probably do it.
We were playing rugby league, Dr. Nick, but this was at school, mate. This was like, congratulations, you're in the rugby team, but I don't want to. Nonetheless, it was that. I must admit, I'm more more interested in football. Did you see the match of the day?
Uh,
2-0 down at half time, St James's Park against Everton. Bosh, 3-2. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And I don't want to spoil it for you, Andy, but Arsenal are currently beating your lot.
yeah, I'd heard about that. Yeah.
It wasn't over when I heard, when I last heard, when I got out the car, but it weren't looking good.
I think
Well, we've successfully marketed Kofoed. I wonder if he knows. Well, Dr. Nick, Newcastle have got a sweet good ref and Rafa Benitez. And, of course, we've got Richie playing as a full-back now, which, of course, is awesome. We bought a player this year. He seems all right. We borrowed one off West Brom. He seems all right.
why are you borrowing West Brom players?
Because Pat Mike didn't want to spend no money. He's got a big jar of cash, and he goes, no, that's for the new three-piece suite we're saving up for. Can't waste money on players.
I think someone just ran past him. Hello, Lava Jackal.
What was it? What was it about 6 months ago? We were talking about Sheikh Mansour having this enormous sofa. I mean, like, you know, it took up several acres of land. This massive sofa that the whole of Man City's fair play penalties have come about because Sheikh Mansour was just having a feel down the back of the sofa and found nearly £1 billion to just that. So I suppose what we're deducing from that is that Fat Mike really just needs a bigger sofa, hence he's saving up. He might be waiting for the DFS sale, mind.
Hang on, no. DFS is always on sale. That is true. We looked it up, remember?
The Etihad is sponsored by DFS. Coincidence?
Is it?
I think not. I
don't think it is sponsored by DFS.
When Sheikh Mansour meets his players, does he treat them to McDonald's? I see him as more of a Yosh sushi kind of guy. I might buy a new sofa soon. Depends how much money I've got left after all the shenanigans. You can poo-poo DFS, but I bought a DFS sofa 25 years ago, and it's still kind of a sofa.
Yeah, but your ex-missus has got it and she looks after it.
No, it's that sort of terracotta one you've seen. That one. The sofa I've always had. That.
That was a good
No,
joke.
Jodie didn't take the sofa. She took one PC, the telly, one of the matching two chairs. This chair was part of a pair, so she took the other one. Thanks. Quite a lot of my clothes, weirdly enough.
Oh, she needs a memento. It'll never get this good again. It's a thing, isn't it? Why did she take your clothes?
Fuck knows.
How bizarre.
Ebenrook says, you heard about Trump treating all of the athletes to fast food at the White House?
No.
I hadn't. But surely that's bonkers, because athletes don't tend to eat a lot of fast food, do they? You know, being athletes, they tend to be more into, I don't know, vegetables and chicken and that kind of thing.
Potatoes.
Hamburgers.
Potatoes.
Did I take any of her clothes? Hamburgers.
I don't understand the reference either.
This is just us being thick. I'm being from Thelanic. This is going to be very witty and well thought through. This is just me having a cold and you just being you. We're not picking up on what he means. It'll come to us. It'll come to us. Because the White House chefs were not at work. They ordered fast food. Oh, hang on. We've got breaking news here. Holy shit, he's right.
Oh my god.
Wouldn't they just ring round to a sort of a restaurant and get them something decent?
Hi, it's the president. Where? What president? What, as in Kentucky Fried Chicken? No. The President. I'd like 28 hamburgers, please. You
Well,
wouldn't do that.
Whiskey Richard points out that oh dear, another one. Whiskey Richard points out that he's dead as well.
Dead in
Legion, why? The athletes eat a lot of calories. That's true, but they're not. It's not all like fast food, surely, because that's bad for you. Right. Great big with the national champion Clemson Tigers last night. Not the Clemson Tigers. Anyway, at the White House. Because of the shutdown, I served them massive amounts of fast food. Brackets, I paid. Well, hot dang, Donald. What a guy. Over 1,000 hamburgers. Vilenic, now I get it. Within 1 hour, it was all gone. Great guys and big eaters. Do you reckon that's Donald's Tinder picture? Because it's a good picture, that, isn't it? It's quite flattering. Lava Jackal says also McDougal's get cold extremely quickly.
It does.
Except for the apple pie, which doesn't. That's got a specific heat capacity of 5 bazillion kilojoules or something of that magnitude.
We can't repel firepower of that magnitude. It is. It's a thing, isn't it?
How did you work that into a Star Wars quote? That was impressive.
Most impressive.
Yes, yeah, there you go. This stuff writes itself, doesn't it? Anyway, Mark says, wait, can we go back to Andy not knowing KFC is run by Coronel? The Coronel. The Coronel? Colonel Saunders. You know who Colonel Saunders is, don't you?
Yeah. He wrote songs, didn't he?
Philanic says Colonel Saunders is an absolute numbnut. He might mean Donald Trump, actually, now that I think about it. So let's go with the president is a numbnut. Can't even avoid his blatant stupidity. It's most frustrating. To be honest, from the other side of the channel, when the election was announced, you thought, well, Hillary's a shoo-in, surely. Surely. The only thing that springs to mind, it would be like Hugh Grant becoming British Prime Minister. It's basically that, isn't it? The similarities are very close.
Yeah.
I suppose Alan Sugar would be an even better fit, really. I didn't know enough about Hillary, to be honest, Phil Enoch, for when I drew that conclusion. Mike Ashley becoming PM. Oh, holy shit. Tristan believes that Hugh Grant would be a better Prime Minister. Could be. Well, he's got the whole public schoolboy thing. I bet he's got a lot of nice blazers and ties. And Dr. Hep, good evening. Nice to see you again. Too Tall Brown says something. All calories are not created. Oh, right, a health blog. Thank you, Too Tall Brown. Well, it's all kicking off today. Are they power ties? Well, you want to chat with an Elves school tie, don't you, as Prime Minister? That style of thing.
Yes.
Who was the last Prime Minister that everybody agrees was jolly good? Probably Churchill?
Thatcher?
Probably Churchill. Autobolus, good evening. Lava Jackal's a big fan of Anthony Eden. Why not? Evan says, don't think people like Churchill anymore. I thought Winston Churchill did a pretty good job. And did you see that Darkest Hour film? That was good. No, Churchill not popular after all. Oh well.
It's the insurance, isn't it?
Oliver Cromwell? No. Oh, the Irish didn't like Churchill. Oh, fair play.
Did they not?
Was that in that? So that then leads me to the wider question: has there ever been a British Prime Minister that was that or ever time fondly thought of?
Good question, this. I don't know. Churchill was massively liked.
We saw hard to tell because there was a lot of films and telly and that sort of probably quite kind, but I mean, he was no saint, was he? He was an absolute massive pisshead. I mean, he was half cut most of the time.
Yeah.
I think whilst 1945 was probably a peak. Marsden says he caused millions of deaths in India.
Did he?
I don't know. I think we've reached a bit of a dead end with that one.
Okay.
Chugman Milk like the one on Black Mirror who shanked the pig.
Do you think that was done?
He wasn't that popular though, was he?
Was that done around the same time as the Cameron thing? Was that why it was that?
It was a while ago, wasn't it? I think it was David Cameron.
Yeah, but he's not talking about that. Chugman Milk's talking. He's talking about Black Mirror. Yeah, a few weeks prior. Wow. Do you think they knew anything, or was that just a happy coincidence?
Happy coincidence.
Okay. Well, I suppose you get a load of monkeys typewriters. They all make stuff, don't they, or whatever the expression is. I don't know.
Oh, God. That's kind of a probability theory, isn't it? That if you give an infinite number of monkeys an infinite number of typewriters and lock them in a room for an infinite amount of time, eventually they'll knock out the complete works of Shakespeare. I think
Is what you're saying from
memory
this?
serves, something along those lines.
I think that's what you meant. Yeah.
That was the Simpsons. The Simpsons were alluding to something that already existed. I can't remember who originally said that. Aristobulus suggests try drinking as much as Churchill did every day. It would kill most people, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So, Winston Churchill, not as popular as I thought. Just to say, by the way, I've expressed no allegiance for or again. Just putting that out there. Just by the way, actually.
Have we not?
No.
We should really nail our colours to the mast on this one, I think.
Oh, Marsden, you've convinced me, mate. Bengal famine of 1943. Shit. So anyway, now what should we talk about? Richard Reckless has arrived. Rick, good evening. How are you doing, old bean? Darwin says, wasn't Churchill bipolar? Dunno. Wasn't touched on in the film I watched with Gary Oldman. Something controversial like abortion.
Ow.
No, really interested in that.
Oh shit, she's
Who
dead.
got one?
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Didn't mean
That
to
was
do
an
that.
expensive one.
Oh, she's fine.
Michael, good evening.
Where's the ball going to go? Oh, that's the square
One
we
big
didn't
power
want.
equals dead. Well, that's the rules, isn't it?
Yeah, we didn't really want that
I
square.
had a game yesterday when I was playing. I think it was the Underworlds.
Yeah.
When my opponent had, I think it was playing against a Norse fella.
Yeah.
Was it that game? Anyway, it happened yesterday where he did. He was doing a series of one die blocks and got 4 pows on the spin, and I was starting to get a little bit kind of. Rick says, "How the Wood Elves going? They're going all right. They are 8-0-1. There we go. So that's okay. And at the moment, they've. Oh, you are a couple down. What's happening? So we've got a movement bust on Marnus, the line elf. So he's chinned. We've got armor bust on Legion. So we've lost 2 dead. However, that's normal for Wood Elves, isn't it? You only have four decent players in a tree usually.
Yeah.
Everybody else is just, fodder.
Cannon fodder.
Which is a tragedy as they're so expensive, but nonetheless. Blackburn says, aren't we supposed to be dragging Rick over the coals from hosting some... Yeah, that's a point, Rick. How many F's in host? When we discovered it was K-Folk, we went, fair play.
Yeah, he's cool.
So, yeah, fair play. Anyway, Rick, if you'd like to pop a link to your show into the channel. Anybody who's not yet caught Rick, do check him out. Brackets when we're not on, close brackets. Very much. I hosted Unholy Crusader yesterday.
Yeah.
It's nice. Yeah, it was quite hard to spell. Yeah, him and Haringzord were doing some rebel coverage stuff, like they do. So
yeah.
we did that. Good crowd for a Saturday. Good crowd.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Wasn't feeling very well. Got cold at the moment, and it's. Oh, lost one. I don't remember who's Zesiri. Oh, he's Loner.
Loner.
Fine.
He's on the pleb list. Ow. Well, we put the ball on the floor, which was nice, but I think the Elves might have it back. Which is a shame. It's only a 4+ to pick it up. So, oh well.
Rick, bang a link in, man, for fuck's sake. I haven't got that thing that Nerd Rage Fitness does that goes, can we have a shout out to so and so, and it just links it for you. Yeah, they weren't even hot, those coals, were they? It was just a Josh, and if I really was bothered, I wouldn't have said out. I'd just see.
Yeah. Oh, Richard, it was lovely to have you. Ooh, hello.
He's not gone yet.
We're not using wrestle. No. Turnover-tastic.
That's the noise you make when Ava brings Megatron to sit on you for a bit, usually.
Ow.
Blackburn, knock it off, lad. Stop it. Come on. Do you know, Rick's not going to... He's not going to put a link in, is he? I'll have to do it.
Hang on, what? There we go.
I mean, if I can Rick the link, he's not doing it. There we go. There you go. Go and follow Rick if you haven't already, folks. You'll like it.
You will enjoy.
He's like Space Cadet, but more expensive.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Leeds University did a survey, and Clemens Attlee came out as the most popular British Prime Minister. It's going back a bit, that, isn't it? He was a gent, though, Clement Attlee, wasn't he? What gentleman.
Absolutely.
Blackburn is successfully looking big on the internet. Well done, mate.
All right, which player do I need to score with? War Dancer's on 33, Destronauts on 16. War Dancer.
See, when I was playing, it never came down to which is the right rat. It was just whomsoever can squeak a touchdown is, by definition, the right rat. Well, he dropped it, look.
Nah, he hasn't. Look, he's fine.
Roused fool, why?
Teasing.
Right, so what we got on the agenda next? Let's have a look at the calendar. Is the calendar up to date and completed style thing? Oh, it's Dot Mark next. Wicked.
It is Dot Mark, yeah.
Now, Rick's a fan of Robert Peel. Is his association with the constabulary in some sections, did that not take the sheen off? I mean, I'm all for the constabulary. That's just the ticket. Apart from the motorway traffic police, they can be a bit awkward, can't they?
Yes.
Rebel game in 25 minutes. Dr. Nick thinks Andy's going to be late. Oh no! Well, thank goodness we've got 2-minute turns, so we'll be knocking through this at no time. I got through 4 games yesterday in just over 4 hours. Came on about 20 to 11.
Yep.
All done before 4 o'clock. Before 4 o'clock. All done.
Wow.
Or 3 o'clock, was it? I don't know. 4 and a bit hours, I think, when I worked it out.
We've had a perfect defence. Oh, where's the ball going? Ball's going on
Rattled
his
through
head.
them games I did.
Good.
Can I get the game started for Andy? No, mate. Andy's using his account. I don't know. That's probably against the rules or something.
Mm.
No, I can't. What do you mean? I just play the first few turns and hope for the best?
Ooh. Touchback. Hang on, we fucking killed her once.
No, it's a medical situation.
Oh yeah.
So that's one of the other great advantages of playing Underworld. The games take no time at all because by half time you've really got 3 players left usually. Didn't lose too many yesterday though. To be fair,
You know.
did we lose anyone? I think might have lost a gobbo. We lost a gobbo.
Oh, I've got a question by the way. It's completely not blood related, so it's probably completely fine in this stream. The rugby. If England win all their remaining games and they win by lots of touchdowns or whatever they're called, do
Tries, isn't it, Andrew? You knew that.
well, I thought it might be, but
No.
I'm not sure. Would they still be able to win it?
Don't know. They were talking about was it the Australians being hopeful of a Grand Slam? Isn't it a bit early days yet? I don't know. Somebody will know. I don't know. Viajero, hola amigo.
Hello, sir.
How is Copenhagen?
We're relying on Wales to lose. Will Ireland beat Wales?
Ooh, depends who you ask.
Is there a good chance?
Mm.
See, I don't know either.
Mm. I'm not that bothered by it. No, it's probably an unpopular view, but I'm not that bothered.
Yeah.
Namebaru is French. Oh, quick, Mark. Namebaru is actually French. Namebaru.
Hola! It's not
No.
right. It's not right, is it?
Bonsoir.
Bonjour.
No, bonsoir. What time is it?
Bonjour.
Close enough.
Excellent. Nailed it. Right, let's go and put some pressure on.
JJ Cash, hello buddy, how you doing?
Cash and his legendary write-ups.
I suppose you're not covering my OI games, are you? But you'd be delighted to know that no Gorkacidal Tendencies orcs have died for ages. The teams actually start to look a little bit like an orc team of their vintage. They're looking a bit more like they should. Well, we can have a look after this if you've got a minute.
Okay, that's good.
Cash has done jink myself. Yeah, it's good advice actually. Statement says here, hello buddy.
He's going to throw.
Oh, statements. Are you covering for Rebel? Andy's game he's about to play in Rebel.
Well, I hope so.
Well, you're going to have a choice of streamers because I can see somebody else who's rather keen on that style of thing.
Okay.
Well, what we need is Docmark to stream it and all. I'm suddenly picturing like a sort of a quad screen split. You know, like when you used to play Mario Kart with 3 mates on a 27-inch CRT telly.
No.
You know, back in the 90s and that.
No.
Geeks is here. Hello, Geeks. How you doing, old boy?
And what Chili for coaching? Is hello, Steak. Luke, nice to have you with us.
Good evening, Luke. Well, Doc Marks knows that this game is playing, isn't he? You've spoke with Doc Mark, right? Your opponent.
Me? Yeah.
Vicatage remembers playing
Oh,
games on a four-way split screen. You had to try and sit quite close. You couldn't really see very much when it was that little. Do you remember when 29-inch TV was a massive telly? I had a Sony Triniton FST, fucking smart telly, and it was, I think it was 750 quid when I bought it in 1992 when I bought my first house. And it was quite hard to lift. You could just about pick it up, but it was massive. 29-inch screen, dear me.
I also remember.
So it's slightly bigger than this monitor. The actual box itself was like.
I remember.
Statement asks, do you plan on jumping onto the Rebel game as soon as this is over? Yes. Oh dear. Are you and Silver Surfer cracking through the turns?
Yeah, pretty much. But then I used to play them at mostly at 1 minute turns anyway. It was the odd turn that was very interesting that would take a lot longer. So the 3 minutes doesn't really 3 minutes hasn't changed my life greatly. Just removed all the complicated turns. Oh fuck.
Oh, Dommins is chinned. He's fine. Actually, at this stage, with you being 2-0 up already, that was a mighty blow, fellow, wasn't it? Hang on, let's have a look at it.
No, that was his run.
Oh, that was the guy. Sorry, I'm looking at the one next to him.
Yeah.
All right, well, that was a good trade for him.
Yeah, it's a good, very good trade for him.
Well, your turns won't take very long because you haven't got any players left. So how many are we missing? 1, 2, 5.
Oops.
Where's Genetic Bull going? That's a bit optimistic, isn't it? Piling down there.
No, it's thinking about what happens.
Get it. Bam! No bueno. Chubstep says, does anybody remember those multicoloured controller port adapters you used to have to do with play with more than 3 players? What console, mate? Multi-tap, that was it, yes. I remember I had a multi-tap for the SNES to play Bomberman. How the long winter evenings just flew by. The multi-tap.
Yeah.
Well done, statements. Yeah, sorry, go on.
Talking of the GoldenEye stuff, I used to play GoldenEye, but we used to play, at my little friend group, we used to play with pistols, but set everyone's health to -10. So it wasn't quite Golden Gun, because if you had body armour, or you didn't make a headshot, you could take a couple of hits, but it meant that it was quite arcadey, and on a large screen, it was very, very good fun. Very good fun. Probably one of my favourite games ever.
Bomberman was very good. Yeah, I agree. Friggin' Niblet asks, what's that thing next to you? Well, Niblet, that is the Eye of Sauron, my friend. When we first started streaming, we noticed that all the successful streamers had a 1970s electronic device in the background. So we were going to go for a Goblin's Teasmade, but of course couldn't get hold of one. So Andy bought that instead, Plasma Orb, the Eye of Sauron.
Yeah, sometimes it does stuff. Forms tricks.
It was more impressive when you didn't have the green screen and it was in the dark.
We could go in the dark. Would you like me to go in the dark? Hang on a sec.
I
Here we
tell
go.
you what. I tell you what you missed last week was when Megatron espied the Eye of Sauron. That was fucking classic.
Well, that has made no difference whatsoever. Oh no, it has. That's all right, isn't it?
A bit. Ew, don't do that. You're peering at me.
Oh, yeah.
See what it's come to now. This is what we've got for tea.
Oh, by the way, I asked Ev. I was like, "Oh yeah, can we have Domino's or something for tea?" And she went, "No, Domino's. I don't think so."
Yeah.
So I said, "What about Nando's?" And she went, "No, Nando's. I don't think so."
Ugh, good.
And so I said, "What about curry?" And she was like, curry. No, she didn't say that. But it was disappointing.
So what you having for tea then?
I don't know. She won't feed me. I'm fucking starving.
Oh no. Imagine that. Yeah, Domino's not brilliant, is it?
What? Since when?
Domino's. Well, it's not.
Domino's not brilliant. Whoa,
What would be
whoa,
great
whoa.
is if I had an Italian deli nearby that actually made their own pizza. That would be good. Used to have a lot of those in Newcastle. Used to go out with a girl who lived in Jesmond, and just round the corner was this brilliant Italian deli stroke cafe restaurant thing. That was great. Cottage cheese, yum.
One, two, three, four,
Bobby
five,
Bintang.
six.
Do you know what? You've only absolutely nailed it. It was Francesca's. Have you been? Don't tell me it's still there. This is early 90s, I was thinking of. That was epic, Francesca's. I'd say Francesca's, Da Vinci's, and One-Eyed Jack's were probably my three favourite new restaurants in Newcastle. One-Eyed Jack's gone. But yeah, Francesca's Deli in Jesmond, brilliant. You can go in and you get your usual deli stuff, buy olives and cheese and meat and that kind of stuff. But they also used to cook a load of things, and you could just, I'll have some lasagna, please, and I'll have some of that rigatoni, or I'll have some pizza. Ah, beautiful. We were talking about local things for local people, mate. We're talking about oh, it's a bit out your way, but did you ever know Francesca's in Jesmond? Anyway. Hello, Weewa. How's your dad? How's your Reese? How's your little Dave?
That's Fred, by the way, Weewar. That's Fred.
Who's Fred?
You haven't been up there in ages. Fred's cool.
I don't know anybody called Fred.
We do.
Weewa don't know you called Fred.
We do. I'm absolutely famished. I know.
Yeah, I know Weewa doesn't have a Fred. Your dad's never mentioned Fred.
Ah!
For fuck's sake, we lost another one.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh, no good. No good.
Oh well, he's dead.
Gimlick dead.
Yeah, that's a dead elf, that.
This is a bit of a blow, isn't it? Is it all
Yeah.
going to be all right? I mean, you are 2-0 up, but you are very quickly running out of elves.
Yeah. Weewar, you do! Freddie George, you know Freddie George.
What? Have you and Weewell been developing off-stream relationship? or
Yeah, we
something?
talked about this the other day.
I don't remember that.
Oh, you weren't here. Weewar does,
Well, I
though.
don't remember that then.
Weewar, you remember Freddie George, right?
Just because these your lovers, Andy, doesn't make me know them.
What? Is he trolling me?
You. Hey, we are the spirit of Bobby Thompson lives on here, son.
Oh, well, all right. Obviously, you don't know Fred. He'll be devastated when I tell him.
Gimlick's just arrived in time to see his cold dead corpse being dragged off the pitch by the ears. Sorry, Gimlick.
Bobby, I didn't know that. They make good pizzas, though.
Domino's also funds some dodgy groups in US. Don't want to get political in Andy's chat bar. Don't think it can do much harm, to be honest. I mean, it's not anti-Domino's. I think the other Papa John's and Pizza Hut are equally forgettable.
What?
They're equally forgettable. That the way the best pizza is pizza knocked up typically by Italian folk.
Chicken and tuna, of course. Gimli, I'm sorry. You did, by the way, make us go 2-0 up. So, if you want to take the positive out of the situation, you are the reason we were winning.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
So, can you imagine the scene? We're somewhere in Napoli, at the family-run restaurant, but been in the family for generations. And Giuseppe comes out back to where Mama's cooking, and says, "Hey, Mama, table 4. They want the El Revoltiano." And she throws her hands in the air, curses something in Italian. What El Revoltiano are coming up?
Tiano, get off! It's really nice. I might just order it and piss everyone off.
You're gonna be telling me that stuffed crust is good next, aren't you?
You are trolling me now, aren't you? Of course stuffed crust is good. You are trolling me, aren't you? Hang on. Chitter chatter, back me up on this one, right? Stuffed crust, awesome. Okay? Great way to spend an extra £3. It is. Okay, we've got 1-1. Come on, we'll have a yes and a no. Stuffed crust is... No, Lava Jackal, it's good or it's bad. You can't be on the fence with it.
It's not very authentic, is it? Where's our Italian viewers at this moment that normally would like to rely on their expertise here?
What, to be outraged?
Wouldn't Norrie and Puppy both confirm that there's the Italian embassy have actually banned you from the country?
No, they never.
It's against their cuisine.
Well, actually, that was revoked.
Sausage crust.
No, I'm not sure about sausage crust.
Gajais lives in Italy.
Yep, good place to live.
We was half Italian. Well, your mum's from Sunderland and your dad's from South Shields, so which half we were? Bear in mind, I know these people.
He's half Italian. Do I move the tree at this point? I don't think I do I? Yeah. It's another treaty. So, to be honest...
That was random. That really was very random.
Food.
Dark Mark says, are we late?
You said whatever.
Yeah, whatever. This counts as whatever.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I'm not having anything.
Do you know what this needs? It needs a little bit of brown sauce. Are you going downstairs again?
Stay downstairs.
Are you going to stay downstairs? Okay, you're not planning on bringing up any more.
Doc Mark, apologies for the ignoring of your very reasonable question about scheduling.
Yes, we are late. Yes. We are late. I shall eat.
Lava Jackal's just remembered a PM that everybody liked.
Ooh, who? That's a bit old. Who was it?
Lava Jackal suggests Gordon Brown.
I don't think everyone liked Gordon Brown.
I have no opinion on the matter. Brian asks, what's brown sauce? It's like ketchup but brown. What's the primary ingredient in brown sauce? Sort of.
Molasses.
Well, there's a few famous brands of brown sauce. There's like Daddy's, and then there's HP fruit sauce. That's brown as well.
I love you.
Yeah, Lava Jackal's. I love you too. Lava Jackal's quite right. Mostly it just involves brown, but it's think ketchup but brown.
Hang on.
And,
Look.
Nothing to do with tomatoes.
See why it's brown,
Vinegary
look.
and spicy. Yes, it is Bobface. Yeah. Yeah, HP sauce. It's brown.
Made of mostly of...
Well, contains 48% brown and then some other stuff.
That is actually true, actually.
Brown sauce, no, it's pretty good. Sausages, bacon.
Anything
It's a
brown.
mixture of fruit and pickled veg, says Cornite. Cornite, thank you very much. Brian Makes says, Wikipedia's helped out. The ingredients include a varying combination of tomatoes, molasses, dates, apples, tamarind, spices, vinegar, and sometimes raisins. But it's smooth. It's not lumpy. Not lumpy. The taste is either tart or sweet, with a peppery taste similar to that of Worcester sauce. It is similar to Worcester sauce, isn't it? Actually, yeah, that's a point. Worcestershire sauce, sorry. Marsam's a big fan of John Smith. What, the pint or the politician?
Person.
I think the pint would be more popular if you asked the man on the street, you know. But yeah, sure, yeah, why not? Sure. It's a big choice you've got when you're having, any fried food. Really, it's the primary application. Brown sauce. It's brown sauce or red sauce. I think I'll save a bit of cottage cheese for later on in case I get peckish. Can you not get brown sauce in America? Marsden said the politician who died before Tony Blair became Prime Minister. Well, before Tony Blair, who do we have? We had the lad with the specs, didn't we? John Major. And then there was Ian Duncan Smith. He was terrible, in my humble opinion. And who do we have? Oh, Risky Richard made steak and Guinness pie on Wednesday. Turned out divine. Oh, steak and Guinness pie is good eating. Good work, mate. American bacon isn't proper bacon, though. Oh, it's very crispy, though. I do like that. Didorino, I'm not committing either way, as you know. Ian Duncan Smith wasn't PM. Yeah, no, I know. He was leader of the party, though, for a bit, wasn't he? Oh, I didn't. Did I? No, well, they were in power for quite a long time. I mean, until Tony and the boys, invented New Labour and Cool Britannia and all that, we'd had Conservative government for ages.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's my turn.
Oh, Marsden, that's just a cheap trope. You've let yourself down there, really.
What did you do?
Marsden's trotted out Zunk's a Tory fanboy. Now, I don't think I've expressed a partisan opinion, have I? I think I've been impartial. I'm like that Jeremy Paxman's.
Pax Mania.
Well, it was his family that he was heir to the stuffing empire, of course.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Oh, Brian, thank you very much for the sub. Very much appreciated. Welcome aboard. Baz, now, Baz. Now, where have you heard that? That's not true, is it?
It's in the bathroom downstairs, Baz.
Eddie, thank you very much for the sub. Welcome aboard. Old enough to remember the Whigs. Well, they were the lefties, Chugman Milk, so... oh, shit, no. I mean, they were the forerunners to the Labour Party, weren't they? I think.
I think so.
Or were they the forerunner to the Liberals? Something along that lines.
I don't know.
Didrina says, who was your favourite Prime Minister in your lifetime, if it was Pick the Younger or Pick the Elder? You're like 2 years younger than me, Grandad. Knock it off. Oh, the Whigs were the Liberals. Oh, fair play. You see, you seem to know a lot about it for those so young, or so allegedly young.
That was really nice, by the way. I enjoyed that.
What was it?
I can't remember.
Tapping mouth with napkin. Can't remember. So another memorable meal.
It was good, though.
Can you ask Ava? That would go down well. That was delicious, darling. What was it? Eltmeme says, when's this playoff match starting?
When we finish talking about political history, help me.
When this game's over is the other factor. But yeah, it's whichever comes first. No, Mackie, I think you've made that more complicated than it really should be. It's just the first bit. You don't need the second phrase there. Chugman Milk is a trained historian. I did history A level and then knocked it on the head, but I quite liked history. My old business partner Bob Bealey, was a history graduate.
A historian, nonetheless.
Eltmeme says it's a bit unfair to be late, isn't it? Well, we did speak to Doc Mark before we started this game and said, would you like to go now or should we wait and have a game? The alternative was sort of twiddling with thumbs for 40 minutes, so I did ask him.
It was more than 40 minutes. We were like 10 to. It was 10. It was almost on the o'clock.
Yeah.
We're very involved in the sidelines, aren't we?
What, politically? Oh, no. Oh, you mean the Blood Bowl? Shit, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, look, we'll get it out with system and then we can talk about Blood Bowl when it's the big game.
Okay.
Chugman Milk wrote 10,000 words on Meiji era Japan. Yeah.
Dice block. That one's got sidestep. It's one dice. It is surfable.
Meiji era Japan. When was the Meiji? I'm pronouncing that incredibly badly, I imagine. When was that?
Yeah, that's a shame.
Oh, Cunning Foxpup, also a student of Japan in the Meiji era.
That's a shame.
Yeah, I did economics, and I wished I hadn't because I wasn't brilliant at it. To be honest, I should have done history. Ah, well, life's little regrets. Turned out all right in the end, though. I
Oh, good.
have to remind myself of that this afternoon when I was at work. Why am I doing?
Oh, Tree's got a casualty. Well done, Tree.
Got one. Crack on anyway. Don't let me distract you. You play lickety split so it can crack on to get the dot mark game going.
Okay.
Statements did everything humanly possible to avoid writing essays. Essays used to be such a big thing though when you wanted to get exams and stuff, didn't they?
Yep.
1868. Ah, thank you, Chuck Mill. Just to put this to bed, Andrew, did you and Doc Mark discuss the time of your game?
Well, only as much as it was on the stream when we were talking about it.
Doc Mark was in the channel when we embarked on this game, I think. So I think you discussed it, didn't you? Marsden confirms it's a good period, 1868-ish. Oh yeah, cool. Was that about the time that Tom Cruise was over there being a last samurai? Was it that kind of? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? It was right, right. And now I'm with you. Visualize it well, so far as the film represented it. It must have been rough if you were a samurai and then suddenly some clever ass invents gunpowder and rifles and stuff. That must have been inconvenient.
Upsetting. Frustrating.
Well, you know, you immediately overnight, well, not overnight, it might have taken a few weeks, but whatever. You immediately went from sort of, you know, the big dog to just some schmo who just got shot. Jai says, you lot are awfully well educated. This is very refreshing. It was Japan shooting out of their version of feudalism into becoming a great power in the staggeringly short period of time. Yeah, because of course, by the time the 20th century rocked around, Japan was in an industrial powerhouse, weren't they? Maybe it wasn't the invention of gunpowder. Maybe it was that it was the already had gunpowder, and then somebody thought, "I know, let's make a rifle." Well, Dr. Nick, the same is true of me and just Warhammer in general. That Total War really is where I got my background stuff from. So the Portuguese gave them guns in the 1500s. What? It took over 300 years for them to really sort the samurai out. I think I'm getting sidelined in the whole Tom Cruise thing. It was more about, Mackie points out, moving from farmers and feudalism to factories and machinery. Gotcha. Remember at school learning about rotational crop farming, not as a practical exercise in, you know, what we'd rush out and do immediately afterwards. History. Shut up. Wish I hadn't said that. The samurais used guns to an extent. Did they?
You did.
I'm thinking wakizashi and katana and them longbows. What were they called? Dai somethings.
Titanas.
No, they were the big swords.
Okay.
Takadi Shingen was meant to be killed by one. This is the face of a man who doesn't quite recall who Takada Shingen was.
I can't remember either.
Oh, good news. So the samurai got retrained.
Oh, thank God.
They transitioned in the Orificer class of the army. Tanagashi Ma says Heart and Soul. Samurai were archers. The sword was a secondary weapon.
No.
Was it?
No. I reckon there might be different ones.
Not in the films.
No. Because they used to run like that, didn't they? Which I always thought would be quite tiring.
Ah, he was a Japanese warlord in the Sengoku period. Doing word puzzles on the tube. Samurai could use all of good point, Cunning Fox. Because samurai, yes, they were masters of great variety of weapons. Yes. Horse archers. What, they shoot horses with bows and arrows? That's a bit kind, isn't it?
No, they just got a really sore throat.
Anyway, crack on.
I can't be cracking on anymore.
Would you John score? That'll speed.
There you
things
go.
up.
Score.
Yeah, bang. How are you continuing to win this with no players?
Because it's just easy. It's fucking Wood Elves.
Easy mode.
I did tell you this.
No, fine. No, well, look, it's got your perky, so why not? Heart Soul, good evening, and happy 40th birthday any moment now. Eight months to go, but thanks. Don't worry, mate. 40's the new 30.
Wood Elf cheating confirmed. No, I always, I always thought they were very straightforward to score lots with. So. What?
Oh, Dudorino. High five, mate.
We are samurai. We are main weapons is bows.
Dudorino says, "We are samurai. Our main weapons is bows. Bows and swords. Our two weapons are bows, swords, and amazing horsemanship. Amongst our weaponry are such diverse elements as..." No, you won't get it. Razzlestorm. Razzlestorm, good evening.
Is that off South
Nice
Park?
to see you. No.
Ah.
No, it's... I'll start you off, Andy.
Yeah. Okay, go on then.
Trouble at Mill.
The trouble again. There's always fucking trouble at mill. People at work say that all the time. I was like, we don't even own a mill. We don't even own a mill.
What sort of trouble?
Well, what sort of
trouble's come
mill?
off what? I don't know. I was just told to come up here and say trouble at Mill.
What? Does this make sense to anybody else? Oh my god!
Makes sense to everybody else.
No, it doesn't. Nobody said anything. There's 200 people in this room. Nobody said anything.
Some sort of Spanish Inquisition. What do you mean it was a bad episode of Monty Python? That was brilliant.
I've no idea what you're talking about.
No, I know. Is it Cardinal Biggles? Fetch the comfy chair. Not the comfy chair. Sorry, Eben. Well, who can create the comic genius that is Monty Python? Apparently not us.
Hello, Colian.
Kalen, hello. Really, Kalen? I think you know the answer to that question. He's not having a lot of luck, is he? Anyway, the good news is we're virtually finished. Just click enter and you're done, aren't you?
We are, yeah.
Come on.
Hang
Chop,
on a sec.
chop. Chop,
Just
chop.
a sec.
chop,
Just
chop.
a sec. Just a sec.
We're
Just
17 minutes late for Mr. Mark. Sorry, Dr. Mark.
Mark Doctor. Let's throw a reroll of that.
T. Will you hurry up?
There we go.
Yes, never mind that.
Yes, yes, yes. It's always nice to say hello to someone. You don't know when you're going to see him again. Today's opponent was tomorrow's viewer and all that.
Oh, Dolan's MVP. Fair enough.
Is he? I can't see that yet.
Evening, Des. How you doing? Right, now the big game. Let's crack on.
Yes. Before we crack on, though, just before we crack on. Right, before we crack on, we do need to just quickly wrap this team up. Mostly in cotton wool. And just get some level ups done.
Well, why not do that not now?
Oh, movement 10 war dancer. Yes!
Come on, chop.
I'm fucking chopping! Stop it!
You're not. You're doing something you don't need to.
I'm doing something I need to.
Not now, you don't.
We need to just buy a couple of players. Hang on a sec.
Distorter. It is, isn't it? Come on, crack on.
McNaughton the Elf, welcome to the team, McNaughton.
Who's McNaughton for? One was enough.
Yes.
Jesus.
And then I need to buy a new lineman.
Duderina says, good luck, Doc Mark. Well, thanks, mate. Et tu, Duderino. Et tu.
Ha! I can what?
Get to fuck. No. 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 Will you stop pissing around?
I'm not. I wouldn't.
You are. Stop. This'll keep.
No, it won't.
Doc Mark, go. Yes, it will.
Hang on a sec.
Why won't it?
Because it's
Look, I'm
important to
not-
get this sort of shit done first.